Hello and welcome back to my channel, A Dose of Dez.
Hey, it's Des. So I'm finally back and creating videos. So what I had wanted to do, because I've been on an unintentional 8-month hiatus, was to create a video to just kind of explain to my followers and subscribers where I've been. Um, I intended for this video to be posted before I started scheduling videos to be posted, but unfortunately I wasn't ready, and to be honest I'm still not, but sometimes you just have to, you know, do it. So without further ado, I believe my last video was posted either in May of 2020 or June of 2020. In June I went to Mississippi to see a friend. On my drive back, I was called by him telling me that he had a potential exposure to COVID while at work. I wasn't able to get tested the same day that I arrived back home, so I ended up getting tested the next morning. And from there, I tested negative, thankfully, but I still ended up having to be on quarantine for 3 weeks. During the quarantine, one of my coworkers, whom I was really close to, passed away, and that caused a lot of hurt and anxiety and just stress altogether. And at work we also started getting a whole lot more cases. We had been pretty good since the start of the pandemic, but about June and July, like, the numbers completely skyrocketed. Let's see, in June, just dealing with that same friend that I had went to go see, there was a lot of back and forth toxicity and negativity that just didn't really help me in, like, my mental state during the pandemic and everything else that I was dealing with. So in August, I went for a health checkup and requested for my doctor to be put on anti-anxiety medications. While I was doing the health checkup, I, found out that I was borderline diabetic, that I would potentially have to take medicine for having high blood pressure, and I had an extremely high white blood cell count. And from there, she sent me to Carti Cancer Institute. I also found out the full extent of the injury that I have to my leg due to an injury that I had about 10 years ago. In September, I actually got into a very healthy relationship, and he's actually been a lot of the reason why I've pushed myself to create more videos and get back in my art and just do a lot more things on social media and kind of put myself out there. So it's been a lot of healing process from just dealing with my ex. And October was okay. Fast forward into November. I ended up having an allergic reaction to the face mask that my job provided for me, and I had swelling. My face turned red. It was itchy. I had like this extremely horrible burning sensation that ended up creating blisters on my face, which thankfully you can't see at the moment, but I'll be posting pictures somewhere in here. So it ended up being contact dermatitis and an allergic reaction to something, a chemical that they might have had on the face mask. And I wasn't the only person at my job who had those. There's been several people, even that I've talked to recently, that has had allergic reactions from those same face masks that I had reactions to. My job actually refused to work with me to find something that I could wear to actually be able to work. And in December, so my job's response to trying to find a way for me to keep working was for me to wear 2 masks, but I am unable to wear 2 masks because of having anxiety. So from there, I was reassigned duties and had to do a fitness for duty evaluation. Also within December, my grandmother ended up going to the ER for having heart pains, chest pains, and they found out she had chronic, not chronic, I forgot word to be posted here once I figure out what it is. Um, so, so they pulled too much fluid off her heart, and when she was getting ready to be released from the hospital, she collapsed and had to get put on a ventilator and try to help balance everything back out. She ended up going to a nursing and rehab center to get better. And upon getting there, they tested her for COVID, and she tested positive, meaning that she had COVID and contracted COVID while at the hospital. She was on a ventilator. Her heart dropped down to like a 20% like increase. Her lung capacity of getting air into her lungs was low. She started forgetting a lot of things, and her communication skills just wasn't making a lot of sense. And then so that was just a horrible thing, just kind of to go with everything that I was dealing with between work and my grandmother and my mom and everything like that. On December 30th, I was deemed unfit for duty, temporarily unfit for duty, and I was sent home until February. On January 2nd of 2021, my grandmother passed. And that's just been an extreme situation that has been trying for me and my family. And it's something that I've come to terms with mostly. And there's still just days that are good and days that aren't. So February, I ended up creating an appointment so I can try to go back to work, but it was canceled due to the inclement weather that we had. And so at this point, I'm going on to 3 pay periods without income. But in memory of my grandmother, I wanted to start creating YouTube and artwork again, because my grandmother was actually a really big fan of my YouTube channel and my art. I created an art piece for her for Mother's Day. But now, fast forward a little bit into March. Ultimately, I just wanted to kind of explain to everybody what's been going on and where I've been for the last 8 months. For anybody that's continued to support me, that's been looking for my videos, I do apologize, but I'm back and I have videos scheduled. So just be on the lookout every Sunday and Thursday. And I do have an Etsy page, which link is down below. And I also have Instagram if you would like to follow me. And for those of you, I also do have a TikTok. So just kind of bear with me. Just trying to get everything pushed forward to actually, you know, put myself out there a little bit more. So thank you for, you know, all your patience and your continued support. Thank you.